This is Weather or Not.
All right, welcome into Weather or Not. It is Thursday here, and what a night it was last night.
Yeah, as expected, it was booming, it was rocking and rolling, and also as expected, the reason we love those summer storms, it's actually tolerable outside today. It was nice to wake up this morning and not have it hit you in the face first thing.
Yeah, and at one point everyone was in the 60s. We even had low 60s
Yeah.
inland. The best part about those storms last night, Lumberton went from 98 down to 67.
Yeah,
like that.
just like that.
And it was a beautiful evening if
Yeah.
you were able to stay up a little bit later for that. Let's go ahead, though, and talk about after the storm. And man, what a storm it was. Beautiful shelf cloud rolling through.
Yeah, one of the best we've seen in a while, and it was one of those big shelf clouds that basically the entire area saw. This was the view from atop our studios here in the heart of Myrtle Beach. That shelf cloud, of course, brought the first initial burst of wind and then followed that up with some really impressive rainfall. That was the other good news with those storms. After the heat, we'd kind of been getting a little bit dry.
Yeah.
But a lot of spots ended up with a good solid inch of rain.
Yeah, inch. I think we even had some that were inch and a half. Carolina Forest 1.7 the winner. How about just the photos too that were coming in? We appreciate all of the photos and videos that you sent us here, and you think that's enough. We actually have even more that were showing up. I think a big thing was the beneficial rain.
Yep.
It wasn't just a quick burst.
Yeah.
And then also the fingers of lightning after.
The backside, the backside of that storm was just beautiful with the cloud-to-cloud lightning, intra-cloud lightning. Yeah, those spider webs of lightning, man. And it went on for a couple of hours.
It did. I
after
was
those
driving
storms.
home coming in from the inlet. The
Yeah.
inlet looked beautiful with the shelf cloud rolling in, but it was the fingers of
Yeah.
lightning. I think that certainly stole the show. So obviously a good storm coming in, a little bit of rain, which is good news because as we look ahead to the first alert, not looking at too much rain in the future.
Yeah, we're kind of back to normal summer weather. That means it's still going to be hot, but certainly a lot less hot than it was earlier this week. Notice those temperatures as we head into the weekend across the beaches. Upper 80s, which is about right on par for this time of the year. Low 90s inland.
Yeah, certainly weekend plans.
Not much of anything.
Yeah, I like it. I'm
Yeah.
going up. I think the beach or the pool maybe briefly, but
Yeah.
chilling,
Yeah.
relaxing.
Yeah, it's that time of the year where weekends are slow and easy.
You have to do it that
Yeah.
way. All right, let's take it coast to coast. No surprise here. Temperature extremes. We're doing it again.
Our friends.
113. If it gets to the point where this is how it's going to be all summer,
We're going to have to kill it.
we're going to have to kill temperature extremes.
Yeah, we'll breeze right on past that.
Yeah, let's go
'cause we
ahead.
know.
Let's go ahead and talk about something that I'm sure people want to know. And it's Friday. At this point, a lot of the model data coming in showing most of the area stays dry. I even said it this morning. If you catch a shower on Friday, consider yourself lucky.
Yeah.
Most of it's going to be quiet across the southeast.
Yeah, we're just back into that typical summer, which means typical heat. Upper 80s, low 90s, not only here, but all across the deep south, all the way down to the Florida. And again, that's just about normal for this time of the year. Something else that's normal is that chance of a pop-up shower or thunderstorm in one or two spots, but nothing really widespread. We'll take you into the northeast. They're enjoying a break from the heat they had earlier this week, kind of socked in with some clouds, a little bit cooler up there. Couple of showers, couple of storms here and there, but main story is going to be kind of cloudy. Notice those pretty thick clouds there from Pennsylvania all the way into Jersey, right on into New England, and with that, the cooler temperatures.
I wouldn't mind just a good cloudy day.
Yeah.
Temperatures low 70s over there in Philly, 68 in New York, and how about 71 in Hartford? Cloud cover and just kind of a gloomy feel out there for their Friday. We'll take you out into the Midwest where once again clouds going to continue across the Great Lakes. Low pressure system moving away, so it's a lot of just light rain as it goes into the forecast there for Michigan. More of the shower activities are working closer to Kentucky, Indiana, and even with that severe weather threat up there in western PA. Other than that, just a couple discrete little cells out there in the plains, especially work out there toward Nebraska.
Yeah, a couple of isolated severe storms. That's how they do it this time of the year in the Dakotas, down into Nebraska and Kansas. Those storms getting fueled by some heat, although even here it's not terrible heat, 80s and 90s there through the middle part of the country.
Yeah, certainly not bad at all. Let's go to the Southwest. Pretty quiet as you're working out there toward Arizona. Even New Mexico looks good. A couple pop-up showers along the dry line that's going to set up there in New Mexico. Texas, you're dealing with the same old, a little bit of heat, a little bit of a pop-up shower and storm.
Yeah, a little bit of heat. As we said yesterday, even for here, this isn't too bad. Mid to upper 90s across most of the Lone Star State, even Phoenix at 109. That's not too bad for this time of the year. Same thing there as we take you into the Pacific Northwest. There's some cloud cover there from Seattle down to Portland. What's new?
I've been on Seattle TikTok lately.
Yeah?
I think I need to go to Seattle.
It's
It
not a
looks
bad
beautiful.
spot in the summer.
Yeah, rain and dreary most of the time,
Yeah.
but still not a bad one out there. More clouds there. High 68. I definitely need to go to Seattle. 75 in Portland, 97 in Sacramento, and 95 in Salt Lake City. And shocker for our See It, Snap It, Send It. You know, we had to save a couple of our favorites from yesterday into here.
Yeah, look at that. That's what we were talking about. Those beautiful crawlers, anvil crawlers. They're actually, those lightning strikes are usually way up at the top of the thunderstorm, kind of through the anvil.
And if you get enough rain too, how you could see it illuminate even outward on the cloud. Kesha coming in with a beautiful photo there. And last but not least, you know we had to.
Yeah.
Photo of the night.
Oh yeah, Robbie is the master of these amazing drone shots when we get storms, and this is certainly one of those. This is taken down towards the Soxty area, looking at that just massive shelf cloud that was coming in. Did you notice? You said you were down at the inlet. It did have a little greenish teal appearance to it, which you normally get with some of the really tall, strong thunderstorms.
And not only that, you could see it in Robbie's photo, and I have it in a couple of mine for the inlet. Not only the shelf cloud, but to show you at the length and how tall, stacked.
Yeah.
I mean, and you can even see 2 or 3 layers there.
Layers there.
What I like to call the dish plate effect.
Yeah.
Coming in there. So, beautiful storm.
It was. It was.
Certainly been a long time coming. If you have a photo that we haven't seen from the storms, or maybe you want to send us a photo of how you're planning and spending your day here on this Thursday or even for the weekend, scan the QR code. It'll take you to the First Alert Weather app, and of course go down to that app and hit the See It, Snap It, Send It photo, and who knows, one day you might just see your photo here on WNBF News, our Facebook page, or even Whether or Not. Do want to give a shout out. You've been making a TikTok appearance lately. Looking good, boss man.
Oh yeah, I'm a TikToker.
You're a
I'm not
TikToker.
actually on TikTok. I'm just getting put on TikTok by Jenna.
Yeah.
So
Looks good.
Well,
Looks
thank
really
you.
good.
Thank you. Having some fun with it.
Yeah, that does it for Whether or Not. No show tomorrow.
No show tomorrow. We'll see what we come up with for next week. It's a holiday week.
It is. Yeah. It might be a take it easy type of week. We'll see. If not, have a good one, and we'll talk to you soon.